What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Zcash. Now, Zcash is privacy-based crypto. It's one of the oldest around, actually. Very first to ever use ZK snarks. It is strong in that regard. The problem I have with privacy-based cryptos is I think governments will crush them. So I'm gonna justify my perspective here. I think this can still do a run in price, but there's a big sort of red flag concern for me with regards to privacy coins. That will cover in this video. But before I get into any of that, guys, if you are new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos on this channel. In all those videos, I was saying these are quality cryptos. I'm buying them up. Had you done the same, you can see what the prices were when the videos were released. You can see what the highs they hit were. If you put in $100 into each of them, and you sold them in the 2021 bull cycle when the markets were at their high, $100 into each, a $2,600 investment, would have netted you a profit of around 123k. Pretty good, pretty good. Now, I sold these in the bull cycle, so they're not the coins I own. But if you do want to see the coins that I own right now, the ones that are in my holdings, the ones that I've been buying up in the bear cycle, then head over to copymycrypto.com. On the site, I share every coin I own. Anytime I buy a coin or sell a coin, I let the members all know. Um, the coins that I own right now, I have picked them in the same way that I picked Phantom and Theta and Zilliqa and VeChain and Engine and all of these. Um, and if you're watching this video, you know there's money to be made in crypto. But if you don't have the time, the energy, or the interest in looking at the charts, doing the reading, then Copy My Crypto could be exactly what you need. Because I do all that every day. It's all I do. It's how I've picked the coins I have in the past. It's how I pick the coins I'm in right now. And fundamentally, look, guys, every single thing that site's going to take 10 minutes to read. Everything on the site is fully verifiable. It's all public record, so you can literally go through all the videos on the old videos on this channel, and confirm every single thing with you. And if you like it, wonderful. Maybe I'll see you there. If you don't, no worries, no obligation to buy. Come back to this video and carry on watching. So let's talk about Zcash. Look, Zcash, one of the OGs of crypto, like really is. Launched in 2016 at an insane sort of price point of 2K. Although I do believe it hit 5,000 at one point. Um, then and it has experienced two proper bull cycles. Experienced the 2017-18 one, where it ran up to like $750 or so. And then has experienced the most recent one, where it only really got up to like $300. And look, here's the problem with look, first of all, just talking about Zcash, it's focused on privacy, it's focused on anonymity, it's the very first crypto to utilize zero knowledge proofs, ZK snarks, which allow nodes on the network to verify transactions without revealing all the information about those transactions, like so many blockchains do. Um, Now, the key thing is, look, the majority of cryptos are not anonymous. Bitcoin isn't. It's public ledger. You can literally go through and see. It's pseudo-anonymous at most. Um, whereas Zcash is anonymous. Um, they Zcash transactions by default do not reveal the sending and receiving address of or the amount being sent. There is an option, however, to reveal this data for the purposes of auditing or regulatory compliance, but they don't. Now, Zcash, its main advantage lies in the fact that its level of privacy is unattainable with normal cryptos. But there are cryptos out there like Monero, like Pirate Chain, that have anonymity. Zcash obviously does, right? Without doubt. They use it, and if you're not familiar with Snark or ZK Snarks, they're zero knowledge, sync non-interactive arguments of knowledge. And they are utilized in order to enable completely anonymous transactions to be sent over a public blockchain. Now, look, Zcash hasn't really developed. From my perspective, Zcash isn't a crypto on that's making advancements. It's not moving forward. And for that reason, in particular, you know, I think it won't do much in price. It's a downtrend. It's clearly a downtrend crypto. Hit heights of $300 in the last bull cycle. For me, I look at it and I go $200, maybe. $200 still puts it a market cap of 3.2 billion. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Um, and I know they've picked up um, some miners after the huge sort of um, after the Ethereum merge, where a lot of all the miners had to find new places to go. Zcash did pick some up. However, um, it's in a long-term downtrend, and privacy coins are at risk. Privacy coins are legitimately at risk. So look, we are in a world of surveillance. Big Brother is omnipresent. That's a great phrase. Um, and coins like Monero, like Zcash, like Dash, trying to provide the privacy that so many crave. The problem is we do live in a world of surveillance, and the benefits really for these coins are the privacy. The benefits for these coins are this is my private finances, this is my private business. I shouldn't have to share that. All fair. The problem is the narrative that takes over. And the narrative that takes over is all around safety. It's all around risk. And they face so many, like privacy coins face so many criticisms. Privacy coins protect users from surveillance. That's absolutely true. Their anonymity also attracts nefarious actors. So you get critics left, right, and center. Excuse me. Critics constantly arguing that privacy coins, in particular, Monero, Zcash, they're used for money laundering. They're used for terrorism. They're used for whatever, right? Tax evasion, whatever the hell it is. Um, the darknet marketplace, White House market, exclusively accepted Monero as payment, citing privacy concerns for Bitcoin. These instances raise concerns for regulators and governments struggling to monitor and control illicit transactions. That's always going to be the narrative governments use. It's always going to be it. Well, they're used for illegal things, therefore we have to outlaw them so that a legal means of criminals uh, improving their finances is taken off the table. It's always going to be the discussion. And the increased scrutiny is always going to lead to problems. We saw it in 2020. South Korea banned privacy coins, citing the potential use of money laundering. We saw it not that long ago with particular exchanges just starting to dump privacy coins off the exchanges. It's like, why? Why are you doing that? Oh, it's pressure. The uncertain landscape could hinder mainstream adoption. That's the reality. And it's that stigma. It's that, like 10 years ago, hell, even like 6 years ago, I remember, I bought a Bitcoin, like I had Bitcoins and I had, you know, Ethereums and Nano, Neo, and, all these sort of OGs of crypto. And I used to have discussions with people about Bitcoin in particular, because that's all anyone knew, and probably still is really. And the amount of people that were just like, yeah, don't criminals use Bitcoin? Like, yeah, but criminals use banks. How do you think they have money? They use banks. It's like, it's a nonsense argument, but it's the narrative that's taken hold. And privacy coins have that issue. They have an uphill battle. they're always going to have this issue. And that's my concern. There is enough smoke around privacy coins that governments can claim there's a fire and they need to extinguish it. And we've seen the EU, their fifth anti-money laundering directives introduce stricter rules for cryptos, which could influence how the future direction of privacy coins. The problem is there's a lot of misinformation around privacy coins as a result. It always comes back to that same old narrative. It must be being used for illegal stuff. Therefore, if they are not accessible, they can't be used. And again, we look at it, privacy coins banned. This is the EU mulling the ban on privacy coins. And, crypto projects response to privacy coin ban in Dubai. That's very recent. We are, this is the reality. Like they have been banned and they do seem to continue to be targeted. Um, and as much as I value privacy, as much as I value you should be able to hide your private business. Like there shouldn't be the necessity for everyone to know. The problem is, um, government narratives are going to take over here, and the step that governments will take is we're banning them. Therefore, if you are an exchange running in our jurisdiction, if you sell or allow the trading of these privacy coins, you will be sued by our government. And slowly but surely, the jurisdictions that allow privacy coins will reduce more and more and more until there are so few left that privacy coins can literally only be traded in a couple of countries in the world. That's my fear for privacy coins long term. And the reality is look, say the American government, say the US government come out tomorrow and say they're banning privacy coins. What's the short-term impact that has? Privacy coins dump, like dump hard. But then every exchange then has to remove their listing in America. So then anyone that wants to buy privacy coins in America have to now find an exchange elsewhere. And it's this trickle down effect of problem after problem after problem after problem. And that's my real worry for privacy coins. Look, say if they don't get banned, and it's a big if, but I don't think they'll get banned necessarily within the next year, not from not from like America and some of the biggest countries, private. But and if they don't get banned, which I don't think they will in the next year, not for most countries, Zcash is still only going to hit about $200 because it's not been developed. It's not been, like there's a number of privacy coins that started really developing what they have, and Zcash has just not really moved on. So, and it's also in a massive long-term downtrend. It went from 750 to about 350 in the last bull cycle, from the first bull cycle that was into the last bull cycle. So, less than half. I think $200 probably about where it's going to be at for the next bull cycle. But the longer term fear is, look, if you end up buying privacy coins and the jurisdiction you're in blocks or bans privacy coins, you're going to have a real issue selling them. And you have to sell an investment to profit on it, which is sort of my concern. I don't know. Look, I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you actually? Because the problem is so many of us go, yeah, we care about privacy, and then without thinking, you'll accept all the cookies on the sites that you visit. They're tracking everything you do. There's not the consistency of approach. I don't think most people have it. I still fall down on that as well, to be fair. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you fear for privacy coins? Do you fear an overreaching government? Because that's certainly something that is a concern for me. Yeah. just chatting really. Um, and if you're a returning viewer, hit the subscribe button. Look, these videos are going to make you money. They're also going to save you money. If you hit the subscribe button, you're not going to miss them. It's sort of simple as. And last thing, guys, if you want to see the coins that I have been buying up in the bear cycle, the coins that I think are going to be the winners, like I said, with Theta and Zilliqa and VeChain and Phantom, then head over to copymycrypto.com. Go read the site. Every single thing on the site is public record. So you can verify everything you read in the old videos on this channel. Copy My Crypto is where I share the coins I own. And anytime I buy or sell a coin, I let the members know in real time. You're watching this video because you know there are gains to be had in crypto. But if you can't be asked to do the reading, the required reading, required research is 10,000 hours. That's how you become an expert. If you can't be bothered to do that, you're not interested in doing that, you don't have the time or the energy, we all have obligations, then Copy My Crypto could be exactly what you need because that's all I do. That's how I picked all these coins in this spreadsheet. That's how I've picked the coins that I now hold. So if you want to make the gains without doing the legwork, the grunt work, because I'm doing it all, then head over to copymycrypto.com and read the site. If when you read it, by the way, it doesn't interest you, no worries. There's no obligation to buy. Come back to these videos. Keep watching. Because I massively appreciate the channel support. But if you have never read the site, do that. So you at least know what you're missing. Um, and yeah, in the comments, guys, let me know what you think of the privacy situation. I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid, who knows? But yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. And that's it from me, guys. Have a lovely day. Take it easy. Bye bye.